Greetings, Rebel fans. My name is Jason Kelly. This is the Let's Run podcast. I want to welcome you all to the pregame show tonight. Obviously, the bigger one will be the postgame show, but I know that many of us are getting ready to head down to the stadium. Maybe you just want something quick to listen to before the start of the game. We have injury updates. We have line updates. Everything you need to know. If you did not watch my Boise State UNLV preview yesterday that I posted, I believe it was posted yesterday, please go check it out because that was pretty comprehensive. You got about a couple hours left before the game actually kind of goes live. I believe right now I'm actually in Utah. I am not going to be at the game tonight. My brother-in-law is getting married here, and so I am unfortunately missing my first and only game that I will miss this year. I don't actually mind, though, because I feel like it'll help me get live after the show and provide better coverage. I'll be able to rewind things. I'm going to watch the first half twice. I'll watch the first half again during halftime. Go ahead, if you're listening live, put in your score predictions in the comment section here. This will be pretty short, just to give you guys a little bit of a taste before the start of the game. So UNLV currently, the line has moved all the way to 4.5 in favor of Boise. Boise's minus 4.5 to win the game. That's their margin of victory in the game. The Rebels are about 4-point underdogs, 4.5, which I think is, it was 3.5 earlier. I don't think that's that big of a difference. I think that the Rebels being 3-point dogs just about makes sense. A lot of people, specifically with this Boise State team, I would say maybe the best thing on their resume, and it's kind of odd to put it this way, but just in terms of, when you hear people argue about Boise State, the number one thing that they'll talk about is the loss to Oregon. So a loss being the best thing on your resume is a little odd, but if you look at how good Boise State played in that game at Autzen Stadium, Ashton Jeanty ran for 225 yards, something along those lines. So it makes a lot of sense why the line is where it is. I know that the tailgate scene down there outside of Allegiant is very good, so many of the regulars will be watching it there. And I also know that the 400s, there is a report coming out that the 400s are going to be open. Let me just check the SeatGeek, or I guess I'll just check the secondary market just to see kind of what the tickets are like. So if you go on to, I suppose I could share my screen for this. So tickets are starting at $72, which that's pretty remarkable, actually. Let's share my screen here. Let's share this. Get up here. So I believe you should all be able to see that. So say you want to buy 2 tickets for the game. If you want to get down closer to the field, you're looking at $200, $250. There's pretty good seats. That's a great deal, actually. $272 each for those seats is pretty solid. That's about where we sit. My family sits around here. But even up in the upper levels, you're looking at $70, $80. You see tickets in the 300s for sale. I do not see tickets in the 400s for sale, so I'm a little surprised that report has come out. But I would expect this whole side of UNLV stadium to be, I don't know about full, but definitely near capacity. The whole lower bowl is going to be basically sold out. Pretty good stuff, honestly. Expect a massive crowd there. The number of estimates for people from Boise State that are going to be at the game is around 7,500. That's the number that I've seen. That's what they're kind of projecting. And so I would expect a very large Boise State contingent. However, 7,500, the numbers projected right now are anywhere between 35 and 40,000 in total attendance. And so the Rebels would still, far, far, far outnumber the Boise State fans. I think also that just because of Ashton Jeanty and the Heisman race, you're getting people from the Strip that would not normally come to a UNLV game. that see this game kind of as an intriguing matchup. So it's going to be big time in there. Um, as far as I can tell, the Rebels have a basically clean bill of health heading into this game. There were some worries about Jalen Dixon. I'm not 100% sure about his status. McDuffie is going to play, apparently. Obviously, that could change, but I really doubt it that that's going to change pregame this soon, close to kickoff. Um, and ultimately, I woke up this morning. I tweeted out some things. I'll tell you this. I had a dream that I was celebrating a win with my kid. I don't have kids yet. Hopefully soon, but um, I basically had a dream just about celebrating the Rebels, and you know I wouldn't say that I feel confident about this game, but I feel very much at peace about it. Um, I think that the Rebels have a very good chance to win. Do I think they will win? No. Did I pick Boise State to win by 10 points? Yes. But at least for me, I feel very at peace with this. We've been waiting essentially since the Mountain West Championship game for another crack at these guys. And we're going to get it, and we're going to have a chance to win, and we're going to go out there, and the chips are going to fall where they do. Um, there's no scoreboard comparing, like we've had over the last several weeks, where Boise fans and UNLV fans are comparing how each team had did, how each team that the other team had played did. There's not going to be hypotheticals. There's just going to be a winner and there's going to be a loser. Um, and I feel pretty at peace with that. I mean, if UNLV loses this game, then a 6-2 record certainly isn't something to scoff at. It'd be disappointing. Don't get me wrong. But the Rebels would, I think, fairly be characterized as a 6-2 team, with a chance to maybe run the table and get another shot at the Boise State Broncos in a possible Mountain West Championship rematch. Although the Rebels would not be, if the Rebels were to lose this game, they would not be in control of their own destiny. They would need teams like New Mexico. Actually, not New Mexico. They would need Colorado State to lose a game in Mountain West play, because Colorado State is undefeated right now in Mountain West play, just like UNLV and just like Boise State. So um, I feel at peace about this game. I just hope that Rebel fans heading down to Allegiant Stadium enjoy this. Live it up. This is going to be a great game. There's going to be national media attention on it. Um, don't let this moment pass by without kind of soaking it in. I think that the Rebels certainly could win. Do I feel better about their chances of winning this game than I did 24 hours ago? Probably about the same. I honestly, ever since we lost to Syracuse, I have felt basically the same way about this game. It hasn't really changed. I still obviously favor Boise State. Um, but, the Rebels have a puncher's chance. They have a good chance. I think that the Rebels are better than they were last year in the Mountain West Championship game against Boise. Um, in fact, I feel pretty confident in saying that. I think our defense is better. I think our offense, while it might not be quite as explosive, although the numbers say that it basically is, um, I think that our team is better. And I actually, Mr. Bronco Blameyer, I don't know if he's listening to this game, to this pregame show, but we kind of had a little bit of a disagreement. I think that this Boise team isn't quite in the same position that the Boise team that we played, specifically in the Mountain West Championship game, was last year. Would I say Boise's way worse or anything? No, they're probably pretty similar. But I don't think that this Boise team is much better than the Boise team that beat us handily in the Mountain West Championship game last year. It's going to come down to a few things, guys. It's going to come down to, can we force turnovers? Can we get a couple interceptions or a forced fumble? Can we do that? Who knows? I mean, I think we could. There's a chance there. Can we make life difficult for Ashton Genty? He's probably going to run for 150, 175, 200 yards. I would not be surprised to see him go over 200 in this game, but can we make those runs difficult for him? He has a large physical load to carry as a player. This Boise State team relies a lot on him. And can the Rebels make these runs difficult for him? Can they make them physically taxing for him? Can they play good gap? Can they maintain gap control? Can they finish tackles? Can they kind of gang tackle him? That's to be seen, but that's what it's going to take. The number of yards that Ashton Genty gets isn't exactly what I'm looking out for. I just want to see that these runs are not easy for him. We don't want to give up multiple easy long runs for him. We want those runs to be difficult. Can Hodge Malik Williams deal with a really good pass rush in this Boise team? He didn't look great against Oregon State last week. He really didn't. He didn't look great against Utah State in terms of dealing with blitzes. Um, I know the coaching staff has seen that. They'll probably try and adjust with a little bit of the screen game. I have full confidence that they'll try and address that problem, but it's going to be up to Hodge to really try and fix that. If Boise State wins, if UNLV loses this game, I will not go live tonight. I will do a live stream tomorrow. If it's a crushing loss or if maybe there was something controversial, I reserve the right to maybe not go live just because it's going to be really late. I think that this game is going to finish up here in Utah where I am at 1:30 in the morning. And I'm not going to be watching it in a place that I can just go live immediately. I'm actually my best friend who lives up here in Utah is a massive Rebel fan. And so we're having a little watch party together where we're going to enjoy the game and kind of live it up here. So expect some sort of post-game content, whether we win or lose. If we win, I'm going to go live. I will do that. It might be a space because, again, I'm not going to be in a place where I can talk quite this loud. But we will go live if we are to win. We'll go live on Spaces. I guarantee we'll probably get the whole gang on. We'll probably get the Mass Hole. We'll get Reno Hater. I think we'll get those guys. If we win, I hope they storm the field. If we lose, Boise State fans are going to talk some trash if we lose. Just be mindful of it. We would do the same thing if we won. Don't overreact to fans talking trash because it hurts. Maybe just don't go on Twitter a ton tonight if we lose. Boise State, if they win, have every right to celebrate. It's a big game. It kind of secures their path to the college football playoff. So they will celebrate, and it will be kind of annoying if you're a big fan of the Rebels. So that's basically all that I had today. Again, your 3 keys for the game are make it difficult for Ashton Jeanty to run. Doesn't really matter how many yards he runs for. I mean, it does matter. But what's most important is making those yards difficult for him. If we can bring down that average yards per carry, the guy's averaging almost a first down every single time he touches the ball. So we need to bring that yards per carry down as much as possible. We need to force a couple of turnovers, whether they be forced fumbles or interceptions, and we need to win the time of possession. Our team needs to be able to grind out long drives. This Boise defense is solid. They're not spectacular, but they're definitely good enough to give UNLV some trouble. And so be ready for those blitzes. Watch how Hodge deals with QB pressure. And yeah, just live it up, guys. Enjoy it. If we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. No matter what, I'm very grateful for the position this program is in. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, safe night. If you're driving down to Allegiant, please be careful. Drunk drivers and stuff. I know that there's going to be some drinking going on at the game. So just be careful. Take care of yourselves. Love your family. Take care of them. And let's run Rebels. Go get them, boys. You got this. I believe in you. You can do it. Please. You got this. So have a great night, everybody. Enjoy the game, and we will talk soon. Let's run.